Well, a very warm welcome to the beautiful French Riviera, where this afternoon we're going to be treated to a brand new race on the World Series calendar. Well, up first it's the turn of the men before the women take to the course later on this afternoon. And this is how the season has shaped up so far. We kicked off the year in Abu Dhabi, where it was Hayden Wilde who won all the way back in February. Then we went on to a very wet Yokohama, Matt Hauser getting the win there. To another new race on the calendar this year, Alghero in Italy, where Miguel Hidalgo got his first World Series win. And then to Hamburg, where it was a second victory of the season for Matt Hauser, who now has a healthy lead at the top of the World Series rankings. So let's take a look at who's lining up here on the French Riviera, and very hard, Vicky, to look past the athlete at the top of that page, two-time winner this year, Matt Hauser.
Yeah, you've got to say that he is the in-form athlete at the moment. What he's been able to do up until this point with 2 wins and 2 second places, really hard to look beyond him. As we scroll down to the next page, though, how do you look beyond this man, Hayden Wilde, attempting an absolutely unprecedented double. He won yesterday in the T100. Can he back it up and upset the apple cart today?
Yeah, the key question with Hayden, how has he recovered overnight? There was a wry smile when he was speaking to Doug earlier, but yeah, I'm sure the rest of the athletes are going to be pretty afraid of a fit and raring to go Hayden.
As they will be, I'm sure, of this man, Alex Yee, returning world and Olympic champion. Hasn't raced a World Series since the grand final at the end of last year, but he is sure to turn up with some serious run speed, and the rest, we're just waiting to find out what shape is he in.
Yeah, it's very exciting to see the likes of Matt Hauser, Hayden Wilde, Alex Yee, all on the same start line this year. All right, well, here's where we are in the series standings, and Matt Hauser maintains a healthy lead at the top, just under 300 points ahead of Miguel Hidalgo and 430 ahead of Vasco Vilaça of Portugal. So away we go for the first time on the World Series here on the French Riviera. We're racing the sprint distance, the 750-metre swim, and in the blink of an eye we'll see our athletes emerge from the water.
Matt is definitely putting the pressure early on. He wants that breakaway to work. He knows it's going to be hard for him to beat the 2 guys on the run, so it's definitely applying the tactic from the start. You don't travel that many miles to wait around. I definitely believe if you're from Australia or one of this country where you practice surf life saving and everything, you got a big advantage. Even if, as I'm saying that, I think Marc Devey is now taking the lead. He's one of these other athletes that really want to push that swim and making sure this is a fast race from the start.
I think I could just see Henry Graff there as well. He's probably about 10th or 12th at the moment, but he's someone that Matt Hauser will absolutely want as an ally on the bike in this front pack, because he is known as being the best cyclist in short course right now.
It is a long run to T1, so that's an advantage for Alex, definitely. For 300 meters, he can put 4 or 5 seconds on anyone, so that's really good for him. I think if he can surround himself with a few strong rider, that'll be really good. And we now are seeing Matt being flawless for his transition. For the little hint, he's racing on a rental bike because his bike got smashed during travel. He's perfectly fitting. It's the same brand and everything, but yeah, that's a bit of a stress added to this trip.
So that's Matt Hauser, and he's doing exactly what we knew he had to do. He had to swim at the front of the race, get out, ride hard from the beginning, hope he gets some company from some other strong riders who are motivated to work for this entire 20 kilometers, because that is the way that he will secure his 3rd win of the series.
We now have Hayden on image, and yeah, he's in the group trying to get himself together, and then he has to ask the guys to work with him. Shaggy is really strong also on the bike. He might help him. We can kind of see Sanchez Montecon at the front. He's also another good rider that might help him, but I'm scared that Hayden will have to do most of the work himself.
Now that the wind has got a little bit more gusty, a little bit stronger than we were expecting for today, that also helps. Windy conditions always lend themselves to a break more so than the calmer days. It seems that front pack are really motoring. They've got Henry Graff on the front. he's not just the strongest cyclist right now, he's also a tall guy. He's acting as a really great windbreak to those athletes behind him, which means he's not only pushing great power, but he's enabling the athletes behind him to recover, so when they want to come through and take a turn, they're a bit fresher.
22 seconds is nothing Alex can't do, I believe.
Yeah, 22 seconds to everyone else, 22 seconds to Matt Hauser. That's the question. So Hauser, we know, is the informed triathlete of the year. The home hopes are obviously still alive with Dorian Connick still in that group, and he'll no doubt be buoyed by the home crowd as they hit the run and get a bit excited about what he might be able to deliver today. So yes, we have got a home French athlete in the top 10. If Matt Hauser wins today, he gets the perfect score ahead of the grand final. He'll have 3 wins, 1,000 points each. He won't be able to be touched at that point. So yes, it's a very, very high incentive for Matt Hauser to try and get his 3rd win of the year. Oh, and a crash in the chase pack there.
Tyler Mislachuk, and yeah, that's Tyler.
And it's a Belgian athlete, I can see.
Also the American Reed, really good runner, is out.
Doesn't look like McCluskey has lost too much time there. He obviously got caught up behind that crash, didn't hit the floor, but it does look like he is going to just about make it back in touch with that big chase pack.
Yeah, minimise the damage as the front group make their way into the second transition zone. And she's going on.
Wow, that's been some last 5 kilometres from Hayden Wilde there. He was still 25 seconds down at the last split we had, and he's gone absolutely turbo on that last lap, making his way over to Basse-Nature, and he has put himself right back in the mix with these chasers. He's going to hit the run within 10 seconds of Alex Yee.
So Matt Hauser finds himself at the front of this race.
Looking good, looking relaxed.
Yeah,
looking confident as well. You know, we've spoken so much about the inclusion of Alex Yee and Hayden Wilde in today's race, and we would have been remiss not to do so with the stature and the race CVs that both of those athletes have. 2-time Olympic medalists, both of them. Well, I mean, Alex has more than that if you include, of course, his mixed team relay medals. Alex is a world champion. It's exciting to see these names back in our racing. But we cannot forget the quality of these 3 athletes at the front of the race here. They have stamped their authority on racing across this entire season, and they're showing why they are 1, 2 and 3 in the world.
There he goes. That's what he has to do. It's you have to put some doubts in his head. You have to move him around. That's exactly what you have to do, and he's applying the move. Like, if you stay behind Matt, he'll bring you to the last K, and it just disappears. So if you start to make him thinking a bit more, even if you slow down the pace, it's still 20, 30, 45 seconds when he's going to slow down, and you can recover a little bit.
Here comes Alex Yee taking the bell with 1 lap to go. He's made his way into the top 10, started to pick off athletes who were in that front pack. 46 seconds from the lead. He's got to take another 18 seconds to get up to the next place, which is Alberto Gonzalez Garcia. And Hayden Wilde also coming through at this point, so he's making his way through the field now. 15th place he's run his way into as well. So strong results, or strong placings so far, I should say, from both of those 2 athletes, but still not getting anywhere close to the very, very front of this race. Doesn't look like he's doing it easy, does he? He's working really hard to get that gap, and Vasco's doing exactly the right thing. He's trying with everything he's got to just hold on, because he knows he probably won't hold this exact pace for the entire last kilometre. And if he can hold on here and really break Vasco Vilaça, that's going to be 3 wins and 2 second places for him in the series this year. And here's Hidalgo still holding strong in 3rd place. We know that he's not got a huge gap on Tom Richard, Dorian Connick and Charles Paquet, but they are still about 10 seconds behind, so he knows he's got to keep pushing.
So Vasco Vilaça pushing Matt Hauser all the way here as they get onto the blue carpet. Matt Hauser, I think, perhaps might just have this one.
They've got to do the U-turn at the end of this blue carpet before heading all the way down to the finish chute. He's working at his absolute limit. He's not had this easy. Vasco's made such a fight of this race.
So Matt Hauser rounds that final corner. It wasn't enough for Vasco Vilaça, and Matt Hauser is going to make it 3 wins on the World Series this year. The Australian pushed all the way though by Vasco Vilaça, who comes home in second. Both of them pushing themselves to the absolute limit, it has to be said, right at the end there.
Super impressive racing from both athletes. Vasco refusing to be beaten until the very dying moments. So impressive.
Miguel Hidalgo managed to stay with them at the start of the run, couldn't quite do it on the breakaway, but he comes home to round off the podium places.
4th and 5th for the French. Yeah, no podium, but I think these 2 guys with the unlucky start of the season will be happy with that. Last minute.
Too many high fives from Charles Paquet there, and he has been pipped on the line by Alberto Gonzalez Garcia. You should never celebrate too early. There we go, Alex Yee just crossing the line in 9th place, so he wasn't able to make any more places on that final lap.
Yeah, no, congratulations to Matt and his coach Dan Atkins, Vasco, also with Joel Field and Drew Box definitely doing a really good job and trying to challenge the champ of WTCS at the minute.
Here comes Hayden Wilde, just crossing the line there. No doubt a little bit disappointed, he would have wanted to be a little bit higher up.
Matt Hauser, champion here in the French Riviera, that was execution.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough out there. The heat certainly played a factor, and I wasn't expecting a bit of a bike breakaway, but yeah, us 10 or 12 of us got working, and credit to Henry and Mark DeVay, who did the majority of the work out there, and yeah, managed to keep away. And then I just tried to have it in the run, like I had that belief in my run ability, but I think the heat kind of caught up with me towards the end. I didn't want Vasco sticking around, and yeah, I almost blew it. I almost went a bit too soon, and he was coming back, but as soon as I hit that blue carpet, I knew it was right to the finish line, so yeah, it was good to get a win. I do most of my racing on gut instinct. It's like you can plan all you want, but you know, you got to do with what you feel like at the moment. And yeah, I just felt like it was time to go. He pulled off about a K to go, and I just told myself it's 2.5 laps of the track. Let's get it. And yeah, as I said, I almost cooked it and went a little bit too early. But credit to Vasco, he chases all the way. He's a hard bugger to shake, but yeah, credit to his consistency. He's a great athlete.
Wow, you guys put on a show for this big race, man.
It's amazing racing with Matt this year. I mean, he's the one who keeps getting away, but I feel like every race I'm getting a little bit closer. I tried to work hard on the bike today. I was feeling pretty good, actually. Keep that breakaway going. Show Alex and Hayden it's not that easy. They're definitely the goats of the sport, but it's fun to put on a show together with Matt. I tried to run as fast as I could. He got away. I kept believing, started to come back. As we get back to transition, I thought I could get there, but he had one last gear. He dug a little bit deeper, and that was it for me. But very happy to get another podium. I mean, it's an amazing run this year already.
Miguel Hidalgo, congratulations. Yeah, the heat was on from early there, and it looked like it was taking its toll a little.
Yeah, I think the choppy swim helped us to open a bigger gap, and I was feeling good in the swim, good on the bike, and the run as well. Like I'm quite happy with third. It's my best sprint distance result so far. So yeah, pretty pleased to switch 4th place for our 3rd place in the World Championship battle. And yeah, let's see how it goes the next few weeks. It's really good to be back on the podium. I mean, it wasn't my best day in Hamburg, so to be back in the podium here, and especially in the sprint distance, I mean, it's no secret that it's not really my strength, so I'm pretty happy with it today.
Confirmation that Matt Hauser got the win, had the fastest swim and the fastest run of anyone. Vasco Vilaça came home in second, and Miguel Hidalgo took home that final podium place.
Interesting to note that Alex Yee slowed down a fair bit on that final lap. He sort of went from being the fastest runner out on course by a good distance actually to Matt Hauser having the fastest run split overall. So he shut it down a little bit, or maybe he just went out so hard he couldn't maintain it, I'm not sure. But he went from being the fastest runner to actually that being Matt Hauser in the end.
And Hayden Wilde there finishing 1:20 just behind the lead. And of course, racing the T100 yesterday, also racing here today on the World Series. That was asking an awful lot of his body. Proof, as we just said earlier, that triathlon is quite difficult at the best of times, but to do it after a Saturday racing T100, it makes it that little bit harder. And it's a perfect 3,000 points there for Matt Hauser, sitting right at the top. Nothing more he can do before the grand final in Wollongong in October.
Matthew Hauser!
Well, he's had an incredible season so far on the World Series. And Vince, he really is the king of men's short course right now, isn't he?
Yeah, at the minute he's definitely unbeatable, and I mean he's a good-looking boy. If he starts winning everything and look that good, he's gonna be on all billboards over in Australia.
It's not fair, is it?
Yeah, no, you know, there's always this guy that looks better than anyone, and on top of that, if he wins everything, that's harsh. But yeah, I think his next step is to learn a bit of Portuguese to chat with his podium mates.
He said he was going to hopefully just focus on Wollongong now, but of course if he doesn't go to the next two races, that opens the door for potentially Vasco, Miguel, other athletes to shoot up the rankings and take the maximum points that are available. So it could still be a pretty close run thing by the time we hit the grand final in Wollongong. Taking the shoes off as well, no one wants to go home with soggy champagne shoes, although it is always a nice reminder of the good day that you had.